to Socks and Sandals and some more of Senua's sacrifice. Senua? Oh shit. Sun's out and we're fighting enemies.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling. Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes
Did I just do like a shoulder charge on this guy?
Every gate you open into darkness brings another charge.
Damn. Oh, that was not a cutscene. Okay. Oh my fucking god. I swear I'm hitting the damn parry button. Oh my god, attack this man.
You can do this. Go again. Down. End it. End it. No. She's scared. She's scared.
Helheim ain't no joke, apparently. Yeah, so I can do like a shoulder charge if I run at him and hit A. Okay, we got the rune thing again.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
The hell is this I'm looking at here? Oh shit. We're combining like the illusions and the focus from the first area.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
There we go. So does it all involve this one thing? It's Avenged Sevenfold right there. The ASX. I mean, I know their little call sign or whatever is A7X, but close enough. Before I go trotting over there, no like branching paths to get a lore stone out on this bridge.
The gate. It's opening.
Is it Hela?
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing?
I've moved from the computer chair I've been sitting in, but it like anytime you have to actually be sitting in it. Anytime you like sit back, it makes this really like, it's not loud in the real world, but for some reason it's fucking super loud on the mic.
You're showing me.
And I've grown tired of editing that out, so I
You're
went
not
back
a
to the
warrior.
couch.
You're
But
a disgrace.
I now have
The
to
gods
sit
will
up
punish
because
you
we
for
got a boss
this.
battle here.
Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it.
She's scared. She's scared.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Well, I guess I sat up for nothing. Go ahead and sit back now.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for
The
us?
subtitles are behind.
Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You
I guess the
failed
subtitles
us
were
all.
ahead.
You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on.
Uniqua?
Why go on?
It's like you know when I'm fucking playing a game.
Torments you,
You wake up from your nap,
only to find that it
come
is
in
worse
here,
than you could
and then
imagine.
stand in my lap.
Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. Listen,
That's kind of smart for a while.
Don't give up.
Daddy. Daddy,
Like this.
it's not real. It's real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Shadow?
No, it's not. It's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it. There it is. You're imagining this. It's Dylan. He's gone. He's gone. Slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
You guys need to shut up. First you're like, hey, look, there he is. And then when he vanishes, I told you it was a trick.
She was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely. There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree.
There is a lore stone down there.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
To keep Dillian going.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses it, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution. Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a serpent with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
She just licks the honey off of him?
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
What, she's gonna have a kid with him? The symbols on this, I don't think there's that many stones in the game, but are the like red and such, are those the ones I've found?
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother.
Yeah, I was right.
She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
That's where it ends. Oh, it was short. I couldn't tell if the symbols were different.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Do you really believe it's real? You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learned all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dilly. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, man. I promise.
Can you see it? You want to believe it. Is it not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree.
What is this? There's one. Seems like there's one missing there.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay. And here is the end of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye.
Is that Odin?
The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it.
happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods.
Drew?
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it. Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see? Go to it. It's
A
not
king
safe.
in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Well, hold on.
Turn back. Why would he bring her here?
What's down the beach?
Why would he? He cares about her too much. He
Guys, you were just saying that it wasn't actually Dillian like 10 minutes ago.
loves her.
Ah, see?
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it.
I was gonna do a video, but
This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
probably wouldn't be wise. I'm sure every song in it was copyright claim. We're gonna have to fight these fucking things with a damn torch. Damn, it's
Dillian, I'm here.
it's bright as shit in
I'm here
here.
for the
Look at
trials.
this.
Like when we first met, remember?
Can fucking see everything.
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
Could you?
Guess that's something I can use to
Nothing.
figure out which way I've been.
These are the voices dead. Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like
Hervor disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Just a little aside there. Don't touch the wall.
It's not safe here. She has to keep going.
Is this looping?
Down there, no one can save you. It's too scary.
Sure is.
I can hear him.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian. What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian. That doesn't sound like Dillian. It's Sandals. What's in there? What is it? A secret room. Her boss. How do you get in there? How does she get in there? Maybe you can't. There's no way in. Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way.
There's a lore stone in there. I do need to find a way. I mean, do I continue this way? Or is like the maze the way to get into that room? Oh no, here's this lore stone.
Herver ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens.
I was right.
But it
It
seems
was
to
in
be
the,
full of fire. Again, Herver demands her
Oh
inheritance.
my god, the white ones are the
Father
ones I've
warns her
collected.
the
I've
sword
missed
is
3.
cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it. But the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
Man, I can't wait to find this dude and like whack him upside the head. Like, quit fucking shouting. Shit. Red means scary. Before we go in there. See, I heard my name whispered again. Does that mean, like, her mom's face is somewhere?
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just make that decision.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief himself.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Well,
It's done. You did it, but there's more. Keep going.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40, and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's... creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This place stinks. It's disgusting. It smells like death. Most see him.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. No one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
see, there it is again.
The Northmen speak of a death moon. A light
Damn, what the fuck?
shaped like a half
Oh, I guess
moon
that's
that
in a
appears inside a house and goes around the world.
different trial?
I once saw the death moon appear at a farm. And first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
How do you get to the tower? Find a way. The ladder is broken. How do you get up the tower? Someone find it. That's it. You did it. She did it. It's not done yet. You found a way to climb the tower. The ladder. Quick. What now? You can see it. She did it. You fixed the bridge. She fixed it. You passed the trial. Get to the house. You succeeded.
Okay, where are these other lore stones at?
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him. You have to find him. The runes. Focus on the runes.
There was a Northman called Grettir. Big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night. that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
What's that sound? Dillian! They're coming for me! Are you dying? Are you? It's too much. Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. Why are you? What's that voice? You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save you.
What's up?
You'll die. Don't let it see you. It is. Go towards it. Run. Find it. Focus. 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 Two more. Run! Run now! Where's your sword? Find your sword. Is that creature?
They expect me to find lore stones in this area.
It's not safe. I feel unsafe. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Oh, be quiet. Shut up.
Focus. Focus. Look. One more to find. One more. One done. Where is he? You've got them. You have them. Where's the...
Care for the blade? Why didn't I get one for the other one? Did I not complete that shard or something?
Senua. What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. It doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong?
About a god of the Northmen called
Balder.
Balder, the second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good, and wise.
Well, not the
He was fair
Balder
of
I've
feature.
met.
He spoke fair words. He gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Also not true of the Balder I met.
The bridge is broken. There's no way you can fix it. What do you do now, Sam? Get closer. You want to see what the mask sees? No, she doesn't. Don't look through it. We're curious. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world.
The Northmen tell this story about the death.
Oh, there were
of
only
Balder.
2 in that swamp one.
It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness. Swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Dark world. The dark world.
The Dark World?
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Balder's mother confesses. I thought it was too young. Oh dear.
Why? Just because it's a woman, why would you fucking... I get it, women like to gossip, but... You went around the entire world and asked literally everything except the mistletoe to keep him safe, and you would just divulge that information to just any old woman. Maybe something else. Oh my god, look.
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life
No
is
telling.
revealed
Fucking
when we can face death.
how many
without
of those
fear.
I've missed.
How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
Anyway, is there maybe... Hold on, my headset's falling off my head.
Senua, you've got it.
There we go.
It's all your fault. There he is. Where are you taking him? He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Poor hoof.
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies.
Well, Jesus Christ.
She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death. Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
I never fucking focused on the door.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face.
Ow.
So that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause.
You squashed it, strangled it. The curse cannot be.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior.
Aniqua, I really wish you would
Friendship
quit
turned
digging
to
your
love.
claws into my damn knee.
But the
Thank
shadow
you.
of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between 2 worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future.
He saw who she really was. He saw the warrior.
2 realities, tearing at her soul.
They're all about wasting your time. Just delay. Remember how he made you feel. What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Is the secret? Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing. It's all
Dillian!
Be very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Be careful.
You stop that.
No! Where's he gone? It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the... He's gone to the mountain. He's drowned.
Senua,
Oh, we get to see his face.
your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. So we fix them by taking away their sight. But you give up the beautiful world. You, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I know.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness.
God, please.
Alright, get up to me, good. My fucking feetsies are falling asleep.
I'm so
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you.
In blindness, there can be wisdom. Only by giving can you receive in return. For this reason, I give my life and pass on my stories of the Northmen to you, Senua.
Where am I? I can't see. Who's there?
Can you hear me?
Is there anybody out there?
I'm right here. Can't you see me?
Help me.
Breathe slow.
It's the darkness.
Stay still. Empty your thoughts. Tell me what you feel.
The breeze.
Good. And there is a way out.
I can't tell where it comes from. The others.
Yes, you can.
The voices. They've gone.
I'm still here.
It's so quiet. So dark.
It's okay. Listen to your own breath. Feel it rise and fall. Good. Be aware of everything you hear and feel. Let your senses guide you.
You think they'd put lore stones in here?
I think I'm somewhere else now. The breeze has gone.
Use all of your senses. Let the world speak to you. What do you hear?
I hear water.
Good.
I've reached the water.
Good. That's your way out. Follow it upstream.
I'm so sorry. I thought I left this all behind.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault.
He was right. It's inside of me. It won't let me go.
Senua. My father. He taught me the hardest battles are fought in the mind, not the sword. I'm no coward. Prove that to me in the warrior trials. This is just another battle. You can beat it.
This isn't your bed. You don't have to help me.
I want to. Besides, you are going to be a great warrior one day. We need to fight you.
I'll do my best.
I know what you're thinking. He's not really here. It seems there's no escaping the past in this place. And so she's forced to relive it. To what end?
I don't know what's inside.
Don't be afraid.
Dillian, there's something in you.
Do you see it?
No.
Then it cannot see you. Quietly move past it, one step at a time.
Probably stay away from chains. Gracious.
It's not following me.
Leave it behind and keep moving forwards.
Certainly an interesting section. It's cool that they change it up.
I think I'm in a house. It stinks. Of death.
The darkness is testing you. You are in control.
Oh, great. Fucking walking across a damn beam. Blind.
A well. There's a well.
Don't turn back. You're getting close.
We don't know how deep this well is. Okay. At least there was water at the bottom of it.
Dillian. Help me.
Come to the center.
Dillian. Is that you? I can see a light.
Yes. I can see you too.
She could spend hours, days even, trapped within herself, in the dark.
You see me?
Yes.
Your eyes were open, but you were gone.
And when it finally let her go, she could be anywhere, with no memory of how she got there.
When it comes for me, I have no power over it.
But here, for the first time, someone was there to help.
But I heard your voice. You brought me back.
You found your own way back. All you needed was a little help. A little hope.
Little high, little hope.
You've done it. You did it. The warrior trials. Go get the sword. You did it for the sword. You have to get
Man,
the
this has
sword.
been a long chapter, this one.
Reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me. And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Dillion gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind, and become a warrior in Dillion's clan.
It's not safe.
The sword is tainted by the gods of darkness. Leave it.
He left it here. He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbel's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back with a vengeance. A plague.
Dillion?
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
So even Dillion succumbed to accusing her of the plague?
They're coming for you now. They're coming. They're coming to get to you. Unleash the sword.
She's going to die.
No, she isn't.
She needs to focus.
The mirror focus is building. It's building. Defend yourself.
Quickly get up!
Focus. Focus now. There's nowhere to run to.
Certainly is a
Sea
stronger
of
sword.
Corpses. The corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
Debating whether or not I should end it there, but
She doesn't know where she's trying to get to. Is there any escape?
God.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on their skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. Look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you abandoned your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on your father, Zimbo, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy? Do you hear, Senua? Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
Mother! I need you! Help me!
You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices.
Your dear beloved mother was powerless against the darkness when it came for her. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror. It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
Oh my god, okay.
She's injured. She can still do it.
Oh my fucking god!
She's injured.
Okay, cool. While I'm fucking on my knees, go ahead and attack me again. Great. Getting to the fucking end of the damn game and this shit's gonna reach to my fucking head.
She's hurt. There's blood.
There's blood everywhere. There's a fucking sea of it. Well, I guess that could have been useful if I could have, like, moved in quicker than that. Oh my god, I wasted it.
It's nearly over. Finished.
Oh my god!
She's hurt. She won't make it.
god, again. I just fucking wasted it. It's like the moment I fucking click that, he fucking does that shit.
It's not over. It's not over. Do keep going. Focus now.
Bullshit! I fucking hit block! Oh my god. Oh my fucking god!
You're close.
Oh my god. And they ain't fucking around with this shit.
Now, this is nearly the end. Behind finished.
Are we still not fucking done? Oh my fucking god, really?
She will die. Behind you. Watch out.
Fucking god, really?
She's injured. She can still do it. She's injured. She's not gonna make it. He's down. Finish him. Strike. Surprise him.
Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? Oh my god.
It's not over. It's not over. Get out of the way! It's been take him down. Take him down now.
Why do you still fight on? Maybe you too should suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood sink into the seas and the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he'd thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
close.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck was that?
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua. Look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Simba was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me.
Man, even had me fooled.
Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word, never to surrender. All she needed was a little help, a little hope.
All right, well, bit of a longer part this one, but yeah, I am still enjoying it, though. Like that last bit of just an onslaught of enemies, yeah, that was brutal. But I feel like things are finally about to come to a close. I was wrong. They pulled a fast one on me. When we made it up to hell, I thought that was it, but of course they had to do the classic hero is thwarted by a larger enemy and has to come back stronger bit. So tune in for next time when we'll probably fight Hela. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.